Hey, good evening, everybody. We got audio tonight, so that's good news here. Again, I guess I could have faded that in. Something new we're doing. You may have seen us doing it from time to time, and I'll be doing this every night at 9:30. It's called Weather Extra. It's where we talk a little bit more weather, and down the road we're gonna have like special features and stories and things like that. We're just kind of getting to where we're in repetition and doing this we're doing this all over. If you have like the Roku app, we have one. Well, by the way, if you have a Roku TV, you can go in and search for the WFF app there. You can find it on Fire Stick as well. I believe it's on Apple TV. Again, everywhere you can find us during severe weather when we're streaming on all platforms is what we're trying to do here. And I'm able to monitor questions and things like that over here on YouTube. That's another place we are streaming live right now on our YouTube channel. Again, that's WAFF. So what I want to talk about is, of course, what's going on outside right now. It actually is really nice out there for early March, I should say. But overall, what we're looking at is just a beautiful night out there. Tomorrow night's actually going to be warmer, and it's Friday. Friday's looking great. Here's a live view of Huntsville. It's 42 degrees. The clouds have come in tonight, and that's kind of what's helped things out quite a bit. Last night it was a little colder. Of course, it was windier last night too, and the wind has finally died down. Here's the temperatures area-wide. Where we have holes in the clouds, that's where we're likely going to cool faster. Like you see, Moulton's at 35 already. Meridianville, Hazel Green, Pulaski, you're down to 34. It's where we have those holes in the clouds that's going to allow frost to form out there as well. And it's not going to be a big deal tomorrow morning, but there will be some areas that have some frost. And tomorrow is going to be the nicest day of the week. As we look at the next 3 days, some school systems going on spring break beginning this weekend. And, you know, my boys' birthdays are in March, so I pretty much know this weather pattern by heart. Try to plan birthday parties in the past, plus spring break. You'd have a really nice week of weather like we're going to see next week, and we'll get into that in a second. We're going to see 70s next week. That's beyond this Sunday dreary forecast. But you'd have this really nice week, and you're looking forward to spring break, and that spring break is the following week, and it gets cold. You got snow flurries, things like that. I remember my dad coming down for the boys' birthday parties in March, late March, the 18th and the 20th, two days apart for both of them, Ross and Drake. And we'd be out spreading mulch, and there were snow flurries, and we're wearing our stocking caps. So that's how March works, so there's no surprise here. It's like this a lot. Now this weekend, the high temperature for Saturday may actually go down after midnight because there's a front coming in tomorrow night after midnight. And that 58 may be a little deceiving. So I just want to preface that now. The afternoon Saturday isn't looking as bad, but it's going to be cloudy, and the temperatures will struggle to get back to 55 degrees. And then Sunday, we start with some rain. There's two storm systems, and we're going to get to both of those. They are showing up tonight on the satellite and the radar, and they're both going to have different impacts. The other one's going to cool us off early on. So here's a look at satellite and radar. You can see the clouds that for some reason have disappeared they didn't go away. The data's just missing. So I'll have to look at that a little bit closer. The data's missing everywhere on here. So it must be some kind of cloud in the cloud issue. Again, that's where our data gets stored now, up in the cloud. And you guys are probably familiar with that too. There's a little bit of snow left over up in upstate New York, and that's the storm system that gave us all the wind, knocked out the power and a few trees. Now as we look out west, it looks like we're just missing the eastern hemisphere part of the satellite. So that would be, we've got two satellites up there, and they're both looking down, and we basically combined the picture. So we must have lost the one east of us. But there's a lot going on in this image here. And what we see is snow showers out there. They're getting ready for spring break out in the mountains too, so it looks pretty good there. Even the Sierra Nevada got some fresh snow today. They're getting it out in the Colorado Rockies, the Black Hills of South Dakota, more snow there. They've had some pretty doozies of storm systems. They had that blizzard just the other day. So when we were looking at severe winds here with the rain, they had winds out of the north at near 80 miles per hour, especially in western Kansas. I saw those reports. And snow was really piling up there in South Dakota. So they're looking forward to warmer weather. But both of the storm systems that will impact us in the next 48 hours are showing up on this map. So here for clarity, here's the first one. This is the Friday night storm system. It's a weak clipper-like system that's going to drop in tomorrow night after midnight, maybe a brief shower, maybe even a thunder shower, but nothing severe, and then that's going to pass to the south of us. But behind it, it's dragging in slightly cooler air, or I could say it the other way. I could say the winds out of the north are pushing in the cooler air. Here's the Sunday system. It's been a cool and rainy day in Los Angeles today, and they've got snow in the mountains outside of LA as well. Here, Molly, no, I've seen your questions a few times, Molly, about, I know there's a lot of people, we're talking about severe weather next weekend. We don't know if it's going to happen. You're reading a lot of posts on social media talking about a severe weather event that may be 8 days away. I would not worry about. The same thing, the last event we had, sure, we had some wind, but it wasn't worth stressing out for a whole week over. If there's something that really is concerning, we're going to let you know about it. But there's no need to worry about. It's severe weather season. You're going to see posts on social media talking about severe weather. I just want to make sure that you're aware. Every front that comes through this time of year that brings a chance of thunderstorms could bring some strong storms. That's just the nature of living in North Alabama and really living anywhere along the east, southeast, and up into the plains of Kansas, Nebraska, and Oklahoma. It's just the way it is. March, April, even May are severe weather months for us. But again, there's no sense in, the only reason you'd want to even think about something that's a week away is if, say, your storm shelter's not ready, things like that. And that's why we have Severe Weather Awareness Week, is so you clean your storm shelter out. You get everything ready. You make sure you have fresh batteries, because any given storm system that comes through could produce severe weather, but we're going to have a heads up on it. So again, I want to make that very clear, that you're going to see a lot of posts. There's a lot of people making money on social media, and they try to make, especially YouTube. Facebook's getting as bad as YouTube though. But what happens is you'll see these posts, you'll see a thumbnail, and it'll be like, oh my God, or it'll be a meteorologist holding their head like this, and oh no, or you got to see this, and it's just a ploy to get you to click on that and watch that video. So be careful out there with what you see on social media. Find a good local source like us. We won't steer you wrong. Now let's get into the forecast. Here's tomorrow night, and I'm kind of skipping a majority of tomorrow because it's pretty much writes itself. It's tomorrow night ahead of this front. We've got a little bit of humidity coming in, and notice this is what I mean by the high temperatures for Saturday will likely happen very early in the morning. We're still in the 60s ahead of this front, and it doesn't have a lot of energy with it, but it's going to bring enough to squeeze out a few isolated showers or thunder showers, and that's going to happen between roughly 11 o'clock tomorrow night and probably 3 in the morning Saturday. So as that continues to track east-southeast, we get this slight break here very early in the morning Saturday with some sunshine. It'll be limited sunshine, and the temperatures are also in the 40s. But notice what starts to happen here. That storm that's in Los Angeles right now, that starts to move into Texas Saturday afternoon. And notice the direction of the clouds are going from the west to the east instead of from the north to the south. And I'll push the button here and you'll see that for yourself. Notice the direction there. So we're going to struggle to get back to 60 degrees Saturday because the wind's out of the north and we've got a good supply of cloud cover, although we're going to have some sunshine between. I think, Saturday kind of looks a lot like today was with more clouds. That's the best way to kind of talk about that. And then here comes the California storm system. This is going to be Saturday night around 7 o'clock. We're still in the 50s, and those may be the highs for the day on Sunday, to be quite honest. We're going to talk more about that coming up. But here's your planner for tomorrow. A few clouds. We'll call it partly sunny, but up to 66 at 3 o'clock. I think we top out maybe around 68 in a few places, but more clouds than we had today, plus it's Friday. And the wind should not be as bad, although today wasn't bad at all. We're going to start to see more of a southerly wind, and it may gust to near 20 miles per hour tomorrow. Tell you what, we're going to take a bit of a break here, and then we're going to come right back. So what button do I push to go to break? Start break?
Start break.
All right. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back, and I'm going to fade back in here. Let's talk rainfall totals. Not a lot of rain, maybe a half inch. That'll be about it. And that's, again, tomorrow night and then through Sunday night, what the graphic shows here. But by Wednesday next week, we may actually have another round of thunderstorms. And I've got the wrong graphic here. It says another cool down ahead. But we'll see what this shows us. I have two of these graphics, and one of them is showing the warm-up. This one's talking about the cool down, but I think it works for Sunday because Sunday will be cooler. You can see those temperatures falling. This will be early Monday morning, but then we quickly warm back up, and that just kind of skipped through all of it. So I'm probably going to skip through this. Tuesday actually looks really nice. I think we're probably looking at mid-60s Tuesday by the noon hour, and then we're going to warm up. So here's that 10-day forecast for you. We are going to be warming up to about 68 degrees Monday, 75 Tuesday. Notice the mornings, though, they're still chilly. And what happens with these chilly mornings is the humidity is really low, and we warm up rather quickly. So a real quick warm-up coming Tuesday. And then a quick moving storm system Wednesday gives us a chance of rain late, maybe some thunder, especially because we're at 77. But when the morning lows are in the 40s, when we start off in the 40s, it's really hard to get any strong thunderstorm activity moving in. And then as we go beyond this, we mentioned this briefly, watching that Friday into Saturday and next weekend, the thing that shows to me, it looks like a windy weekend coming with scattered showers, maybe a strong thunderstorm, but I don't see any outbreak of severe weather right now. I see the dynamic signal of thunderstorms and gusty winds, but I just don't see a classic outbreak of severe weather. But something we'll watch. It's way out there. In fact, you don't even see all the information on your Friday, Saturday time frame there. Check Facebook real quick, see if we got any more questions. Oh, it's behind. It says we'll be right back. It's about a minute behind from what I'm seeing on here. All right. Well, let's see here. I am going to sign out for you guys. Again, we're going to be doing this at 9:30 every night on the Monday through Friday time frame. And when we get severe weather or bigger events, we'll probably do more of this ahead of that. And then we'll do your traditional streaming and Facebook Lives and stuff like that. But I appreciate you guys watching tonight. Get ready for the 10 o'clock news tonight. Going to go over the latest guidance. And I'm going to need a drink of water because it's allergy season and my throat's telling me all about it. You guys take care. I'll see you later.